of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Gheal. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theatre of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer. Boogaloo, chew on my tutu. I'm Jacob Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall.
Hello.
How you doing, Caleb?
I'm very good, Jake. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. We're here with the usual suspects. We're here with Hercules May.
Hello.
Michael Briganti.
Hi.
Luke Sykes. And Danielle Butlin.
Hello.
Luke Sykes didn't bother getting on mic, just thought, if you do everything at that volume, you'll be fine. Just stay there. How are we all doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was our precious baby boy Hercules' birthday yesterday, and he didn't tell any of us.
Hey.
But luckily, Michael bought dessert donuts to celebrate.
Multiple cakes, mini cakes.
Mini cakes, different shapes of rings.
Caked up on a Thursday night.
Caked up on a Thursday night, yeah. We're here on a Thursday night recording your favourite podcast. If it is your favourite podcast, and even if it's not, can you please rate us on your platforms that you listen to us on? That would help us greatly. Caleb.
Yo.
What's news with you? You've moved houses recently.
I've moved house. We're slowly unpacking over the course of 3 weeks.
I don't know if that anyone would unpack any quicker.
Well, it's tough because, like, I work all day and then most evenings I'm out doing something. And then the time that I'm not doing that, I don't really want to clean the house and unpack boxes. And
Yeah.
it's
That's
tough.
Baldur's
It's
Gate
tough.
time.
That's Baldur's Gate time, baby. I'm a clean 70 hours in now, if anyone's wondering.
Oh, wow.
Actually, not very much.
No, the 40 or 50 hours were all the first weekend, and now I've just been like an hour here, an hour there. But I moved in. We're slowly unpacking. So maybe we'll have a little one shot in my house sometime when we're finished.
That would be fun.
Because we have the space.
We've got that. We've got the hell one shot we got to do. We've got other one shots we're getting ready for the Patreon. And Michael's disappearing overseas for a little while.
Well, not
tomorrow.
disappearing, just going to Morocco for 2 weeks. Stopping off home in Montreal first to see some family, and then a little visit.
Not pulling a Daelyn.
Not pulling a Daelyn. I am coming back. It is a return ticket. And yeah, leaving tomorrow. So
Where are you going? Sorry, you're going to
Morocco.
Montreal, then
Montreal, then Morocco.
Morocco.
Come on,
to-
Jake, pay attention.
Yeah, well, I wanted to double check. You're going to aid with the. It's like a humanitarian thing. You're going to aid with the earthquakes,
Right?
right?
Check it out. I was actually thinking. I was like, well, it would be an interesting, different. Like, it would be a different experience to like traveling somewhere under that kind of.
You're going to contribute to the
circumstance.
economy over there. That's what you're.
Honestly, I probably, if there was like a way of doing it, like volunteering for a bit.
Yeah.
While in Marrakesh, like nothing I would have done it. It would have been interesting. But,
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Very nice.
I don't know.
Very nice. Any other news from our cast? It's been a week or two. Nothing interesting. Your play grows ever closer, Luke and Danielle.
By the time this airs, it's probably happened. We've said this last
It will
yeah,
have.
we did.
Yeah. How
I
was
think I
it?
gave it a stunning review in our last episode. Do
Yeah.
stunning
It was,
review.
you remember what I
I
said?
think you said better than expected, not as good as hoped.
That's a great
Got high expectations. What can I
You
say?
should put that on the posters before you start.
Tagline
Yeah.
now.
And Herc, what have you been up to? What'd you do for your birthmas?
I got myself a haircut because I only get my haircut like twice a year.
Okay.
So I went out to my guy 4 cities over.
All right. To get the haircut you want.
Yeah, to get the haircut I want.
Yeah.
Take not even half an inch off all my hair because it looks not different whatsoever.
They give me a haircut without me looking like I've had a haircut. Yeah.
Well, it's a whole thing.
What are those?
Give me the-
Caleb?
I don't want
Give me the-
anybody to notice or comment at all.
Well, it's a whole thing. I like my hair long.
Maintenance. It's a maintenance cut.
That's
It's a
more
split
what it
end
is.
removal.
Yeah, no, that's
which
what it is.
removal?
And then like I got my beard cleaned up a tiny bit as well. So it's just like
Nice. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
need
Yeah,
that.
A little pampering for yourself.
just have an afternoon for myself. Then I went and saw Goblin Macbeth.
Goblin Macbeth, yeah.
Bar on the beach. It was a fun time.
Bar on the beach.
Fun time.
Nice. Speaking of goblins, Caleb, do you have any D&D trivia for us?
Ooh, yes, I do. I wrote some ones that you guys are probably going to hate.
For a change.
For a change.
You've been told.
You guys.
Big fan so far.
I'm expecting over the next few weeks some
Hatred.
some complaints.
Write in if you have an issue with Caleb's trivia treats. You can message us on Theatre of the Mind Flayer Instagram when the trivia treats pop up there, or shoot us an email, theatreofthemindflayer@gmail.com.
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
That really got Danielle. Did you enjoy the barbershop quartet? Wow, triplet.
Baritones.
What D&D creature is essentially a giant, poisonous floating eye surrounded by numerous smaller eyes on stalks?
A flumph.
No.
A Bahir. No.
No, that's the lizard one.
Yeah, that's the lizard thing.
7-legged lizard.
Wait,
thing.
is it a beholder? No, almost.
You fell right into my trap.
It's a geezer, isn't it?
Activated my
Not
trap
a
card.
beholder.
Damn it!
If I hadn't said poisonous,
back in
it
the day.
would be a beholder.
Is it the
It's
skull?
the fucking
the skull
spore
one?
thing. It's the
You're
fucking
close.
It's a fucking fungal.
It is
piece of shit.
something like that.
I can't remember what it's called.
An eye fungus.
Oh, it looks like an iPhone.
Is it an Igor? No.
No.
No,
Is
that's
it
something
pink eye?
else.
No.
Look, I know what it looks like. It's in my head. I can see the monster manual page.
Yeah.
Well, her freaks out for a little bit. Go on now.
Okay, it's like if it's the one that I'm thinking of, it's like a gross sort of like off pinky
Yeah.
color, and it's got like all these little noodly
spory.
yeah, spory tendrils, these
Yeah.
little gross red eyes, like bloodshot little eyes.
Yeah. I need the name Herc though.
Conjunctivitis.
Something.
I've gone through this monster manual quite a few times, and this description does not pop out.
I don't know if it might be in a different book. It might not be the monster manual. It's gonna piss me off
It
now.
is. Jake?
I was sorting out the improv game. I
Okay,
have no
that's
idea
okay.
what we're doing right now.
It
Think of
is
a pink mushroom. It's a monster.
Well, if you, I mean, I got a pink mushroom and a monster right now. My doodle.
What size? Tiny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Small creature.
No, tiny creature.
Tiny creature.
Even
Yep.
smaller.
Yep. Little doorknob.
Caleb, put us out of our misery.
It's a gas spore.
Gas spore.
A gas spore. Nobody really
Gas
knows where
spore.
these creatures come from, but they basically look like
You're
fungal
You saying
beholders.
gas?
Yeah.
Gas spore.
Gas.
Yeah.
Like
gas.
gas
G-A-S.
Gas spore.
Gas spore. Some
spore, the
think-
friendly ghost.
Some people have theorized that they come from parasital
Parasitic?
fungi eating on the corpses of beholders, and that's why they resemble them so much.
Okay.
But there you go. That was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
We are going to play an improv game.
Pick it up.
We're going to do a couple of.
I laughed at last time.
We're going to do a couple of. We're going to do a couple of Mad Libs. Mad Libs are fun little stories or paragraphs that are put together. You give me a bunch of different words, and then it generates a fun little silly story.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I
You know
know
what
this
Mad
one.
Libs are. Excellent. The first one we're going to do is a Mad Lib about tacos. I'm going to go around the circle, and I just need an adjective from you, Caleb.
Smelly.
Okay. I need a plural of foods from you, Danielle, please.
Plural of foods.
Yes.
Like,
Foods, a plural. So plums instead of plum.
oh, okay.
Mashed potatoes instead of potato.
Imagine mashing one potato.
This exact conversation was had on a podcast I listened to recently.
just a single. Anyway.
Any
See,
food.
now all I can think of is corn.
There you go. Corns.
Corn.
Corns.
Both.
A
No,
verb
both
from Luke,
singular.
please.
There's no S.
A verb, please.
A verb, the doing word.
Yes. I always do that in my head. It's like Wednesday and verb. A doing word.
Adverb. You add to the verb.
Yeah. Transitive verb.
Driving.
Well, okay. Didn't have to be a transitive verb, but yeah. A saying from you.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's
Nice. That's a good
how
one.
Somebody watch. Yes. Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
crumbles.
That's the one.
Hercules, a noun.
Rome.
Rome. Okay.
The city of Rome.
A plural of foods, please, Caleb.
Rice.
Rice. Rices. A color, please.
A what?
A color, please.
Purple.
Purple. The color purple.
my
Something
favorite
you
color.
would ride in.
Ride in or write in?
Ride.
Ride in.
In, not on.
I'm gonna say a spaceship.
Space ship. I will need an animal from you, please, Michael.
A koala.
A koala. And a person from you.
Let's do Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Excellent.
He's a
Generate
good
this
person.
Mad Lib. Okay. Today, I went to my favorite taco stand called the Smelly Koala. Unlike most food stands, they cook and prepare the food in a spaceship while you're driving. The best thing on the menu is the purple Rome. Instead of ground beef, they fill the taco with rice, cheese, and top it off with salsa made from corn. If that doesn't make your mouth water, then it's just like Danny DeVito always says, that's how the cookie crumbles. That is our first Mad Lib.
Hey.
That's the kind of pre-internet fun we used to have.
Back in the
Anyone
Evo
over
days.
the age of 30.
This is a Mad Lib about me. That's all it says. Can I get a food? We'll go the other way. Herc, a food or a silly word?
Or a silly word.
That's what it says.
Shenanigan.
Oh, that's
Shenanigan.
One of my favorite words.
Shenanigan or shenanigans?
Shenanigan.
Shenaniganery.
Single shenanigan.
Shenaniganery. A professional job.
Unprofessional job.
Profession / job. Profession or job.
An unprofessional job.
An adult actor. I mean, like an actor. No.
Porn star. Yeah. An adjective from you, please, Luke.
Adult actor.
I was like, that was not it.
Let's go with lanky.
Lanky. Phrase, lyrics, saying. Phrase / lyrics / saying.
Jesus.
I'm Jesus.
Oh my God, I can't think of anything right now.
Just make one up. Make one up. It's an improv show.
Head in the clouds, feet on the ground. That is both a saying and a lyric.
Excellent. An animal from Caleb, please.
Let's go with tortoise.
Tortoise. Excellent. Verb.
Pluck.
Pluck. A place.
A dungeon.
Dungeon. A celebrity.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matt McConaughey. Why the longest fucking name in the world?
How about Edward B. Arthur?
Nope. Matt McConaughey's done. Something you would buy.
Potato.
Potato. Okay. And things.
If you bashed a single potato.
Single potato.
Things, plural.
Things.
Just things.
Feelings.
Feelings. Yeah.
Aww.
Wow.
I got him. Guys.
Hi.
God, this is about Jake.
Hi, my name's Matt McConaughey.
Thank you. I was hoping you were going to do that.
But my friends call me Lanky Shenanigan. My favorite color is the color of feelings. My favorite thing to do is pluck. My parents were a tortoise and a porn star, which is why we lived in a dungeon. You probably know me from my TV commercial for potato.
The one potato.
Just the one.
I'm the one who said head in the clouds, feet on the ground at the very end. That's
I could honestly see him saying.
honestly, that's really good. This is something he would say. Shall we do one more?
Yes.
Favorite color is feelings.
How about we'll put you to a test, Jacob.
Okay.
You have to write our words down and make up a story with our words.
This is not my show. Thanksgiving. Let's go grandparents. Here we go. Grandparents. Things, Caleb.
Trees.
Trees. Adjective.
Sunny.
Sunny. Phrase.
Testicles, spectacles, wallet, and watch.
Yeah. Testicles, spec, wallet, watch. Excellent. A number. There's 2 acceptable numbers. Yep. Excellent. A verb.
You passed. Well done.
66, right?
69.
Swing.
Order 66.
66. Say that again, sorry?
Swing.
Swing. Excellent. Food.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
That are very unhealthy for you and you shouldn't eat them.
But you have 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
I love them now.
I love
then
the
you
full
eat those.
chocolate ones.
Never had a chocolate one.
You've had a chocolate Pop-Tart?
We don't have them back home.
No, yeah, we don't really get them in Australia either. A celebrity, please. Adele Dazeem.
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, yeah.
Very on topic.
Topical.
Excellent.
What's with Ashton Kutcher?
Oh, you didn't see this?
If you're a rapist and you want a like a character letter, get Ashton Kutcher to write you one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is he punking us?
No. An alleged rapist and now convicted rapist, Danny Masterson, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher wrote character references for him in his sentencing, and it was made public, and everyone are understandably...
Everyone except Topher Grace wrote him character references. So now Topher Grace went from being the most hated cast member to being the most loved cast member.
I hate watching him on things, but you know what? He was brilliant in as David Duke.
Yep.
So, yeah. And he wasn't too terrible in that Black Mirror episode. He wasn't a bad Venom. I like Topher Grace. Things, plural, Michael.
Wasn't a great Venom.
Things,
Wasn't a bad Venom,
I
though.
got skipped. Skipped me.
Skis. You know what, Luke? You can do this really hard one. A color.
Magenta.
Magenta. And a place, please, Hercules Maze.
Ecuador.
I
was thinking Paraguay when he got asked it. Very close.
Excellent. I love visiting my grandparents. They have sunny, old toys from when they were kids. My grandpa has one of the first trees ever made. It's magenta and shaped like 69 skis. My grandma is the best baker in the world. Last time I was there, she made me a Pop-Tarts cake that was once voted best cake in Ecuador. I also like looking at photos. I also like looking at the photos of my grandparents with Ashton Kutcher. Can you believe they used to swing?
Yes.
It's like my grandma's always saying, testicles, spectacles, wallet, watch. Oh, and that's how that game's played. Speaking of testicles, let's play some D&D with these nutbags.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session, you guys passed by Bing Bang Bosh the Boomerang, a sentient boomerang stuck in a rock. You moved on from this interesting and complex character, and then Force entered the Great Lake and tried to communicate with the eternal eel hidden in its depths.
Honestly thought they'd get a bigger laugh.
Yeah, I know, what the fuck.
I laughed louder than that
Thank
off
you.
mine.
Thank
Yeah.
Danielle laughed, so I'm just going to pump her laughter up.
I
into
laughed.
Kraken.
And if you want to take my laugh from
earlier on, and I can throw that in. Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
chuckle.
I'm not going to laugh anymore.
Out of spite. You're on strike.
Well, you're laughing now.
Yeah.
See if you can go a whole episode without laughing.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's try and make Michael break the whole time. Oh, there we go. Easy. That wasn't even a joke. That was something that we were going to do. Okay.
No, starting now, Michael.
Starting now.
Yeah? That's a fun game.
Impossible.
We didn't even do anything. Sorry, Caleb.
So
Continue.
yeah, Forrest, you went into the Great Lake to try communicate with the eternal eel, but you only heard back the words "be at peace" in some kind of whale song. You then met a halfling, or I guess eel song, maybe.
Celestial.
Possibly. It was celestial, wasn't it?
was, yeah.
But it sounded like a whale.
It sounded like a whale song, yeah.
Yeah.
A celestial whale song.
Celestial whale song.
Yeah.
You then met a halfling trader by the name of Happen. Happen told you about his adventures on the Casbald Ocean and that he had 2 missing cards from the deck of many things. You agreed to let him pull from the deck in exchange for the 2 cards.
2
basically,
of the 4, yeah.
So he wanted basically to use the cards to try rescue a friend of his. And so he removed all of his clothes, put all of his items to the side,
Seems
and he
normal.
pulled from the deck. But he pulled the ruin card, and so you watched as all of his items, all of his unmagical items disappeared. Which
So
is
like getting naked was totally.
yeah, I was wondering that myself, if they were going to disappear anyway.
It's a precaution that that particular campaign started to take, not knowing that it wouldn't have an effect.
Right? Yeah, okay. I like how deep you went in there. That you,
He's a fully built character.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
If
he's
he
got
had
motives.
bequeathed it to someone.
Yeah, I give
Yeah.
you all. I
was
asked
thinking
him
that
before
too.
he pulled the cards. He should have done it then.
And then you could just give it back afterwards.
Yeah.
But then I guess you wouldn't know. But it's going to disappear anyway, so he's nothing to lose by giving it away before. Again, this is all questions for your other campaign, I guess. For your other
Right in.
players.
Tell us what you think.
I'm just waiting for us to start and see if these questions come up in game.
Which is where we're going to begin our session today.
We can do a talk back about our own podcast if you want.
Which is where we're going to begin this session today, with those questions on everybody's mind.
Gee, I don't know why I didn't just bequeath these to someone else. Would have saved a lot of problems. I know. Listen, I've been making things happen for 3 decades running. I've never seen this happen. Well, I lie. I've seen this happen once or twice. Give me a second. And you watch as he picks up an orange cloak with a purple lining and kind of slips that back over his naked body. He picks up what look to be a couple of books, a harmonica, a pearl, a couple of stones, kind of scoops them all up into his hands, and he says, I may need a bit of a hand carrying this stuff, but please, if it wanders out of sight, you're going to be in trouble. I'm kidding. I trust you guys. You look like a good pair, a good bunch of folk.
I'll do a trade. I'll give you a bag if you tell me how the harmonica is magical.
What bag you got? I got very particular tastes.
I got a brown leather sack.
Right. Okay. Well, you've seen mine. My sack. Okay. Obviously a bit of an average party.
I thought you left your underwear disappeared.
Yeah, no, they're all gone.
It is by your knees. Great.
Yeah. This is a beautiful ceramic harmonica. Lifts up almost what looks like to be a mix between the Ocarina of Time and like a classic kind of harmonica. He says, "Why did you want to be a sentient harmonica?"
No, I have an ocarina at home. If I'd have known, I could have brought it.
What for?
Foley.
Foley.
Just be nice to have anytime.
But it's a harmonica, not ocarina.
But it looks like an ocarina.
You know what, Caleb? Just wear it around your neck so you have it at all times.
Just bring an ocarina more often than not. Just bring it.
Yeah.
I can't see a time in the world where you wouldn't need
the
ocarina
ocarina
to make it better.
Yeah. Fuck.
He says, if you play this thing, people tend to be more partial to your charm for the next little while. You got to be good at playing it, though. I once knew a guy who could play piano, and he'd have one of those clip things that kind of put the harmonica over his lips. Last time I saw him, it was, it would have been 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
So what coming?
The regular crowd that shuffled in.
Yeah, how did you know? There was an old man sitting next to me.
Making love to a tonic and gin.
Yeah, but who calls it a tonic and gin? Surely it's a gin and tonic.
I would go gin and tonic, yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it either.
Long story
Anyone
short.
else know what the fuck they're talking about?
No, I've never seen
Listen.
a musician.
He sounds like a bit of a piano man to me, but I'm shit out of luck, to be honest.
Ding, 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 ding. If you had Piano Man on your Jake Bingo card, tick that one off. Listen. I don't mind letting everything hang out and breeze, but it's a little chilly here. Can we get to where we're going? If you don't mind my following around, I apologize to those. I can kind of wraps the cloak around himself a little tighter. He's very noticeably nude under it, but he's managing to cover himself. He says, the books are going to be, maybe I could carry one book as a bit of a covering up thing, but if you don't mind me handing these off to you guys, and then when we get to Gheal Village, I'll see if I can sell them, see if they know a bit of info about my friend, and we'll go our separate ways. As another famous bard once sang.
Of course. I mean, I'll...
Does anyone have any spare clothes for?
With the satchel, I'd greatly appreciate the satchel.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. And he starts to kind of pops the harmonica, the pearl. He pops one of the books in there. He pops what looks to be a key in there as well. His cloak seems to have some kind of arcane abilities. He says, when you've been traveling around as long as I have, you collect things. So,
I've got a blanket as well.
You do?
If you'd like.
That'd be fantastic. If I could have that blanket, I would be greatly appreciative.
Of course.
Form it into some sort of toga. It's kind of slips it around himself and kind of ties it off a little bit, drags at the back like a train, but otherwise it's all good. He looks back where his ship was his little dinghy was on the lake there. No sign of it any longer. Kind of shakes his head and he says, easy come, easy go, I guess. So you guys are heading to Gheal Village as well?
We are.
What's the occasion, if you don't mind my asking? It's a simple, cockroach merchant, honey badger enthusiast.
It's quite the title.
Yeah. Don't wear it out.
Just got some business up there.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not going to dip into your... I told you a fair bit about myself. I feel like I talked for too much, so perhaps you can regale me your adventuring tales. I was once part of an adventuring group. I don't know if you heard, down on the Casball Ocean. Don't need to repeat it.
What made you leave them?
We had a moment there where things got dire And once we got out of the situation, thankfully with our lives, some people decided that they didn't want to adventure anymore. Some people saw fit to critique other people's way of doing things. I'll say this for you guys. If there comes a rift between you, you do well to consider why you need each other. I feel like we'll go back. I'll go back to the Casball and we'll patch things up. But I thought while they're doing their thing, I'd go looking for Schmebel von Pebble of the Von merchant family.
Is it a person or is it a...
He was a young wizard of the Von merchant family.
Schmebel Pebble?
Schmebel von Pebble.
Suddenly Bing Bang Bosh doesn't sound that weird, does it?
Schmebel von Pebble of the Von merchants.
I'm telling it exactly how it was told to me, buddy. And I'm sure if he's out there listening to this, he'll be fucking thrilled that he heard his name.
So this is a merchant?
He was a merchant, but he had a hankering for magical items.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that you can get more magical items.
I can. I got a way with words that people tend to look kindly upon me. So I've procured a lot of magical items in my time, like this cloak. You know, this is Carl the Cozy. Gets me places in a jiffy, once a day.
Oh.
Yeah. Lead on. You seem to know where you're going better than I.
Right. Yes. We
Baby
should.
boy. The honey badger
baby boy
comes along.
I guess it's up this way, right? We just follow the lake.
Well, no, it's north of the lake, so we need to sort of go off to the jettisoned off that way.
Come back in.
Okay. So you follow along the lake a little bit further till you, Etterath. Make a survival check for me.
9.
You sniff the air and you're fairly sure you catch the scent of your kind, and you gather that you should probably move up a little bit further and then fang off to the left into the forest.
Nice use of fang.
Thanks.
Yeah. This way.
Excellent. Etterath leads the way. You guys with Filgor H. Stance trotting off along the lake line there. It would be about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of a hike around the outside of the lake before you reach a point where you, Etterath, realize that, yeah, perhaps now's the time to swing in.
Portwood.
That's which way is that?
That means left.
We're not on a ship anymore.
Well,
Left works.
I spent a lot of time on a ship down in the Casbald. I don't know if I told you guys, but port is left. Port, 4 letters, left, 4 letters. Easiest way to remember.
Oh, right. That is helpful, actually.
Yeah. You're one of those people that have to hold up your wings to see which is left and which is right.
She has hands.
You have hands?
Yeah. I know. Maybe it's a northern alley.
Danielle saw that from a mile away. I could see it in her eyes. And who here is good at actually, I'm not bad at tracking. Let me see. I want to see if I can. I'm gonna make a quick survival check here. Shit, fuck. That's 22. I got my eye on that boomerang back there. So don't worry. If anyone wants that, I remember where it is. We can go back and get it later.
Okay, cool.
Right.
You turn and head into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Oui. As you turn and head into the forest, you, Agenar, would hear like the beating of wings. Familiar, large beating of wings.
Large as in like epically large from the large, or like large as in like humanoid large?
The large is in the epically large or human large. I'd say.
I got you, Ed. I know what you're asking.
I'd say familiarly.
Say that with a Scottish accent.
Familiarly. Irish. What is it? Purple burglar alarm. A familiar epic wing.
He means extra great large.
Yeah.
Extra great large.
Yeah.
The large.
Gargantuan. And you would hear the sound of like rushing water almost.
Does it sound like it's ahead of us or behind us?
Behind you as you head into the tree line, as the trees kind of block a little bit of the view of the lake.
Oh, well, I think we should go a little quicker. That sounds like the the very big flying.
A big bird.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right.
Nasty.
Yes, and it was tearing up trees. Should really get going.
As you run
Double speed.
into the forest, you would look back. You would see, coming from the south, from the rocky lands of Gorgoro, you would see the enormous winged creature. Huge Boeing 747 wingspan, enormous long neck, enormous head on the top with this huge kind of yellow curled beak with a bit of plumage on top that kind of rustles as it flies. You would see on the other side of that rock in the center of the lake, the Great Lake, you would see a rising wall of water and something scaled behind there, and you would watch the enormous bird kind of dive. And you'd see the water splash out, and you would see the whatever enormous creature is under this lake here kind of dive, and the bird get pulled under for a moment before bursting its way out and kind of shaking off the water, circling and coming back down like it's attacking some sort of prey as you make your way in there.
It's just Ho-Oh and Louis and Gyarados.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'm there for
That's
it.
what you're seeing. And you, Force, would hear the Dory whale noise.
What's it saying?
You can just hear it crying out in pain. And then diving once more. This is happening like around 500 meters or more away from you over the other side of the lake. That's, the early bird catches the worm, you know what I mean?
That's not a bird and that's not a worm. What are those things? It's not a bird and it's not a worm. Not that I've ever seen, at least. Why are you laughing, Agenar?
It's just a big fucking bird.
It does look like a bird. I take the worm comment, but it does. I have to argue with you there. It looks like a bird, and I know birds. I can transform into birds.
I've never seen a bird like that.
Well, just because you haven't seen a bird like that doesn't mean that there isn't a bird like that.
Is that commonplace? Birds that size?
Have you seen a bird like that?
I've seen that bird like that. I've never seen. I've seen a dragon about that size, but I've never seen a bird that size.
Is this
Right.
a thing that us locals would know about, having come from this city?
When's the last time you were here? Around how many years?
How long have we been doing this campaign in the world time?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Probably more than that.
It's been like maybe a month at most.
Yeah, it would have been.
I mean, how many
a month
long
or so.
rests have you had? Definitely not a month's worth of long rests, I'd say.
Yeah.
No, but we
Yeah.
did a lot of
Couple of weeks,
on the
couple of
road,
months.
just like, oh, you
Probably I don't know, 6 months to a year.
6 months to a year. Agenar, pretty recent.
Yeah,
As in, like, last month or two, straight out to...
straight out.
Okay, straight out.
Literally straight out.
So maybe 5 weeks for you, 4 weeks for you.
it's been a while.
It's been a while for Etterath.
Been a while.
I would say that this is new to... This would be new to all of you. Yeah. And you've not been out this way. Well, this would be new to all of you. Yeah.
So is anyone going to talk about the elephant in the room? What the fuck is that? Where did that come from?
A fucking big bird.
I don't know.
I always just assumed it was part of this land. You know, you got a lot of you animals talk. You know what I mean? I just thought it was another one on the food chain.
Yeah, no, I can see how you could come with that impression that this is from the area, but no, that's new.
I've
What about
except for the other day, I have not seen it before.
what about the serpent in the lake?
Well, it's always been legend, but the first time I tried to talk to it was about 5 minutes ago.
Right. Well, I mean, I got no qualms in letting them hash out whatever they're hashing out.
It's none of my concern.
I
think
don't
we
know
could-
about that. Sorry.
I don't think we could do anything even if we wanted to. That thing would fucking destroy us.
Both of them would.
But that's. Sorry, the serpent is the sacred
Great.
great
The
eel.
eternal eel.
Eternal eel. Well, I mean, it's quite concerning that something is attacking the eternal eel. I mean, that's not,
Yeah, I feel like that is a concern of ours.
right.
If we're going to do something about trying to get help to take on Queen Banley and...
Well, right. I mean, it's concerning that it's being allowed to happen. Like, other people must have known about this before us, right?
It'd be odd. It'd be quite the coincidence if that was the first/second time that's happened.
Right? You mean, like, just because we're here?
But bigger coincidences have happened in the world.
Well, I mean, we know the gods can have giant creatures under their reign. We saw the dragon turtle.
Well, you guys have been having adventures.
What if and we saw the giant elk.
Right.
What if the bird belongs to one of the gods or something? It's beefing with the eel that maybe belongs to a different god.
Right.
So which team are we on? Are we on the eels team or the birds team?
If there's an end to that question. If there's an end to that question, we can answer it, yeah.
In terms of, mythology, what does the eel connect to?
So the eternal eel has been known to come out of the lake in times of great peril. It doesn't seem to have been connected with any kind of deity, but it has been kind of said or prophesized that when Fiona is in danger, that's when the eel will actually come out of the lake. But it hasn't done so far in recent memory.
I need a more. Thank you.
What is that thing? If you swim in a lake and an eel bites your face, that's a moray.
No, it's
the hinge of the jaw. If the jaw opens wide and there's more teeth inside, that's a moray.
And there's more jaws inside.
More jaws inside, that's a moray.
When the jaw opens wide and there's more jaws inside, that's a moray. That's it.
Nailed it.
Oh, I love that one. Well, I mean, the eternal eel is meant to be a sort of defender, I suppose, of Fiona. So I would say probably on the eel side.
Is this something is this something like we're taking bets on? Is this a sporting event?
I'm not sure
are we
yet.
looking to run out there and save the poor beast?
Yes, what are you saying? Are you...
I'm just saying it's a bit worrying that, something is attacking what's believed to be the protector of Fiona. That's very not good.
Yeah, an apocalypse-side bird sort of attacking the one thing that's supposed to defend Fiona is worrying, to say the least. Gonna do fucking nothing about it right now.
Right, yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get at.
No, we just need to find out how long it's been going on and who else knows and what's going on here.
Okay. Azorith kind of shakes off a bit of nerves.
You're not keen on fighting a big bird? Are you some kind of grouch?
Like I said, that
makes me a bit yellow thinking about it. I want to do investigate perception. What do I look to see if someone's doing lies to me? Insight. I want to do an insight check on Azorith. Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Is that your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stop now. Keep going, Luke.
Make an insight check. Make a deception or a persuasion. It's up to you.
17.
28. It's a 19.
Fucking charisma-based characters.
Are you inscrutable, or what are you giving across after you've said that?
About the bird?
What were you inside checking?
I was looking to see if he, if he knew anything about it, or if us deciding not to do anything about it was like what he was hoping for.
You'd probably gather that he was truthful and never seen the bird or knowing anything about the eel. And as far as, he'd be quite elated to not fighting it or not getting into the middle of the scrap because he values his life. That's what you would get from that, I guess.
Excellent.
I just have a thought to myself of coward.
Okay. Excellent.
Coward.
As you continue on into the forest, I would like to know what each of you are doing to aid your journey here. You can see that Happen appears to be kind of playing with Baby Boy. He's got a stick and he's kind of, come on, Baby Boy, get the stick, throws it into the forest and Baby Boy runs off, comes back with a stick. You can see that Sir Alpin is trudging along in his armor, sweating a little bit in this humid kind of territory. Happen looks across and says, we had our own Sir Alpin for a while there.
Really?
He looked a bit different. Yeah. He was shorter. He was more. I pulled an Alpin.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask?
He was in charge of babysitting Baby Boy here and my friend Emilio's adopted son. Last I saw, he was doing fine.
Oh.
What was his name?
He was Sir Alpin as well.
Well, that seems kind of odd.
Seems like a recycled name.
Is it just a recycled thing?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't know there was more than one. Was your name originally Sir Alpin? I don't remember much of before this time. I remember fighting in the war, coming here, and feeling compelled to lay down my life for this beautiful gentleman here in the name, as the name, Sir Alpin. Oh, interesting, really interesting.
Wonder if you could look him up,
Look up Sir Alpin? I can try send a message back and see what happens. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let me know.
Have you had problems with your Sir
No,
Alpin?
I'm just curious. I'm just curious as to how this whole thing
Call
works.
1-800 if you want to return.
It's sort of malfunctioning. He keeps jumping into water.
Yeah, no. I found
warranty or something.
I found the best thing for him is to give him easy little tasks and leave the world safe into yourself. Babysitting stuff like here. Watch. Tell him to play with Baby Boy.
Sir Alpin.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you give the Baby Boy some attention,
Play a little bit of fetch, things like that.
if you will.
Of course. Kind of trots on over to Baby Boy. Here, drop it. And Baby Boy's kind of growling as he's got the stick in his hand. Drop it. Drops it, and then he throws the stick, and Baby Boy runs off after.
Sir Alpin.
Yes.
I hold up a stick.
What?
I start shaking it.
Well, if you think I'm ridiculous, I'll get it. And he runs off after the stick.
Oh dear.
Clank, 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 clank.
Well, that's quite a useful trick.
What are you guys doing to aid the journey here?
I'm just gonna, be keeping an eye and an ear out for anything
Yeah.
following us or
Excellent. Yeah, you can
stalking us.
make a perception check for us. You notice that the forest here is less rainforest, more almost like Canadian forest, like tall, green, triangular spiked pines and things like
Evergreens.
that. Evergreens in this area here. That tree canopy, that low-hanging detritus is gone, and you've got full kind of tree cover here as you head up.
Fuck, you already rolled shit. Never mind.
What'd you get?
There's a 15.
The 15, excellent. Keeping an eye and an ear out as you get to the midday-ish afternoon timeline, try not to say portion. As we get to that point, the fighting from down in the lake has quietened down a little bit. You hear maybe one pass of the winged creature overhead, woof, 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 and it heads back south towards Gorgoro. As you're listening out, there doesn't appear to be any sign. Okay. You would be aware of like lighter winged creatures nearby. That's about it. They don't seem to be following you. They seem to be moving in odds and sort of directions. Creatures that would be roughly your size, maybe a bit smaller. Anyone else as you...
Are you doing anything? Oh, I was just going to be walking with Agenar. It's fucking Ace. Change your... We're going to be walking with Agenar and just be chatting with her, keeping an eye to see if she's all there. Like if there's any clues or tells or changes in other parts of her personality.
Yeah, what would you like to roll for that?
Well, what I was going to do is as we were walking and she's like looking around and looking at the birds, I'm going to be like, is using talking about like the plants and the herbal things and see what she knows about the herbs, because she's like medicine person, healer. She knows about the animals that are Fionin, and just seeing like if the basics are still in there, or if certain things distract her or attract her. So either like a nature, survival, or I guess just a general medicine.
Yeah, you can give me a medicine check, please. Yeah.
Sure. Ooh, that was a 14 plus a 2. This is 16.
Not a saving throw, ability check. 16. You didn't know Agenar long, but you knew Agenar long enough to detect more intelligence than she has now. You would be aware that it's not so much that she's dumber, she's just not quite as attentive as she was. Not that she was extremely attentive, but you do notice a definite kind of dip in cognitive ability since you've known her. Since pulling the cards, as you have also felt things with yourself, your saving throw drop, that itchiness of your skin, things like that. The cards having given you nothing but trouble so far.
Yeah.
So you do notice a difference.
Right. So as we're walking, I'll just be like chatting. So Agenar, what township you're from?
Well, I'm from the temple, so
You were born in the temple?
Right, yes.
Temple of?
Brigantia.
Brigantia, great, okay.
Right.
And who's...
Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling-
I feel like I've talked about Brigantia a lot.
You have, yeah, you have indeed. What was the name of your friend?
Nesh.
Nesh. Were they born in the temple as well?
Right. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Like, so are you brother, sister?
I don't know. I mean,
Did you have the same parents?
I don't know.
Do you know your parents?
No.
Oh.
No, just, eggs. In the temple.
Right.
It doesn't
Right,
really...
I got you. Oh, so like eggs just get delivered?
Oh.
What about milk? Well, you just left too long, like...
Well, I mean...
Left in the sun.
Oh, God. What's the question? Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I suppose people... Well, I don't know, actually. I just know I grew up in the temple, and everybody else grew up in the temple, and I was born there, and I suppose... And I mean, Nesh was born there, but I suppose some people may not have been born there, but...
Who else do you know that was born there? By any other names that jump out to you?
Not really.
No?
No. I mean, I didn't really talk to that many people, really. I mean, no.
Without silence?
Sometimes. No, but Nesh and I, we shared a room and all that, so we did a lot of talking.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily need specifics.
Yeah.
Just like seeing if you're like flirty in the brain, or if you just like know what, like your childhood. I'm just looking to see if you have a
memory.
Have a just to see if there's like a loss of memory or anything. So
Yeah.
you can fade out of that.
No, that's fine.
I'm good.
Okay. You guys, as you travel north, almost directly north as far as you can tell.
Yeah. So as you said, we're
with
sort
a
of
9.
in like evergreens and stuff like that. I'll be making sure that because moss grows on like the north side of trees. So I'll be like making sure that we're still heading in the right direction and stuff like that.
Okay, you can make me a fresh survival check then.
20.
You were heading a little too far, like north east towards the swamplands
By northeast. Yeah.
Yeah, you swung around a little too far. Oh, fucking, what's the name of all the places I've
Gotta go,
named?
like north by northwest.
You need to swing a little bit around further. Yeah, you were heading towards Easternfall. The middle chunk between Gheal Village and Easternfall. You need to swing back around towards the north here. You realize you may have gone.
I'll lead us sort of just like a steady west.
A steady west. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Like
back in.
Yeah, just like a little bit north by northwest.
Gotcha. Excellent. Beautiful film festival. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make a tree check for me, a perception check. 8. Looking up at the tree line here, you see the odd flitter of maybe a small tit or a butterfly or some sort of small winged creature, but nothing nefarious, nothing that pays you any attention, stuff that just kind of flutters in and out, living their best lives. As we continue on, Happen looks you all and says, I figure you guys are kind enough to bring me along with you. I wonder if there's anything I can... Maybe you get right of first refusal with the magic items. They'll cost you $1, and I mean, frankly, I need it to buy clothes. But if you're... When we stop to camp down, I'm happy to run you through my wares, see what tickles your fancy.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'll keep an eye out for a... Nope. I'll keep an eye out for a place to camp. I'm pretty good in the wilderness here. In fact, by the looks of it, that large kind of hollowed out tree trunk's probably a good place to set up camp in. What do you think?
What do we think about camping in a tree?
Should we should probably make sure it's
Is it like knocked over?
Yeah, from what you can tell, it is a tree trunk that's kind of tipped over and it's kind of got the hollow through it. Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not actually alive, that could be quite good. A bit more protected.
Yes. Have you happened to see any?
I see what you did there. Yeah.
Any moving trees? Any trees that sort of stick out as alive more than the rest?
No, I mean I came straight from Lorna Cath, so I haven't had any experience with moving trees. But you're telling me trees move here?
So it seems.
Perhaps we shouldn't sleep in a tree then. I don't know, but if I was sleeping and I woke up with people inside me, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Right. Well, that's why I said, we should make sure it's not alive. As in.
Well, I'm pretty good at these things, and I'm pretty certain it's a good place to sleep. The sun's going to go down soon. Unless you want to move on, it's best to set up camp while it's light, so you know what you're doing and you know what you're looking for.
Yes, I agree.
Right. So
I'm happy to, if you all are.
Oh, yes. I mean, we should check whether it's alive or not. But
I rolled a 7 survival to see if that was a good idea or not.
It's a great idea.
3 sounds great.
Can I go up and investigate the tree and sort of
absolutely? Yeah. You head up to this fallen tree trunk that's probably roughly the size of this room, hollowed out. As you move up towards it, you can feel that it's kind of cooler inside. And as you get to the opening of the tree where it's fallen down, the tangled roots kind of unearthed, like something's come through and chewed through the center, or the center's hollowed out over time. How are you looking through this tree here?
I'm going to give it a little knock knock and just say hello.
Knock knock, and you hear the telltale signs with your passive perception of like bugs and things kind of skittering away. You notice that there's a bunch of kind of vines that have made their way into, grown from around and made their way into various holes here, giving it almost there's thick cables moving through this tree trunk here. No answer after you knock.
Mm-hmm. But there's vines and stuff, so we should probably clear some of those.
Yeah? Huh? You can clear the vines? You can clear the vines?
Very, very carefully sort of go and check whether the vine is in fact a vine or a snake.
So
very, very nervously.
As you go to move this vine,
not move fucking
as you go to
creeping up to it to look at it.
As you creep up to it, it flops to the ground and slithers away as you get close to it. to get away from you. It does get away from you, and as that happens, you hear as dozens of these quote-unquote vines start to drop from the ceiling of this. You guys looking in can just see it raining snakes around Agenar as snakes are moving around you, trying to avoid you. Some of them going over your feet, some of them kind of curling around you for a moment, then plopping off and moving on.
Can I
you just hear like a scream.
A scream echoes out through this tunnel of and kind of belts out both sides as Agenar is surrounded by snakes. You want to tell if they're poisonous or not?
Yeah, like by
from this
colors?
distance. You can make I'll get you to make a survival check at disadvantage because you're a little ways away.
What, red on black,
And you've not been here
red on
before.
yellow, you're a dead fellow, whatever that is.
Something like that. No. 3.
Yeah, you've
plus
never
2.
been here before. You don't know anything about this. Snakes, usually you would think that if they have a certain shaped head, they're probably a constrictor. Another shaped head are bitey ones. But you're too far away to figure that out. And they're just...
Oh! Does she need help? Should we help her?
Agnar's going to say,
going in.
Briganti, help me! And cast the Spiritual Guardian.
Spiritual Guardian.
Sorry, Guardian of Faith.
Guardian of
straight
Faith
away.
comes up, and as the Guardian of Faith comes up, it just starts squashing snakes here and there.
It does. It can't move. It's just like a light.
Yeah. Thematically. As that happens,
She's good.
you watch as Happen kind of goes, baby boy, now's your time. Your enemies. Baby boy comes running in and grabs the nearest snake off your leg and shakes the shit out of it. As that happens, you watch as Happen kind of walks into you. He steps up to you in his diminutive kind of partially naked frame as snakes are around you. He puts a hand on you and he just says, do I have your permission? Trust me.
Wait, okay.
Takes the cloak around him and just kind of swishes it, and he dimension doors using the cloak and deposits you back within your group there. And he quickly covers himself back up again. The last snake kind of slithers off your claw there and hisses away, and he kind of dusts off his cloak and says, "This thing comes in handy. Thank you, Carl. Sorry, that might have been my bad." Snakes are hissing and moving off there.
Well, it's empty now.
Fair shake of the sauce bottle, yeah. Are you okay?
No.
Right. Is snakes a thing with her? Is she like...
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, we've been confused before from vines and snakes.
Vines and snakes being vines has been a weirdly reoccurring thing with us.
Yeah.
Then we got in trouble for throwing them into thorns, and it is a whole trap
deal.
thing that was bypassed that we shouldn't have bypassed.
What do you mean bypassed?
Like got through
Oh, right.
quicker than we should have.
Oh, is that your opinion, or is that something that your professional opinion there?
I don't know, they didn't seem too happy that we got through sort of very nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Well, if you get through something nonchalantly, you get through it nonchalantly. They'll just have to try harder next time.
Yeah.
Tell that to Chief Humduck.
I wonder how he's doing.
Sounds like a ridiculous day. Ridiculous name, rather. Baby Bear comes back trotting up and kind of nuzzles against your leg there. Agenar is kind of standing around you looking for other
Agenar
snakes.
starts at the contact initially.
You hear clanking. Clank, 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 clank. I lost the stick for a moment, but I think I found it. And he's holding in his hands a snake.
No, Alvin, that's a snake.
Oh, shit! Fuck!
That's alive. That's something that's alive.
I thought it was a bendy stick.
It is. Go get it.
Oh, okay.
Stay here. Come back here.
I'll stay. Twilight dawning upon you.
How many snakes was zapped? So it can do a total of 60 points of damage.
I mean, you probably vaporized close to a dozen snakes before they got out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we saying it's like, because normally it would do 20 points to one creature. So
Oh, okay. Just a flat 20 points.
yeah,
On
a failed save.
And how many points of damage?
Total 60.
60. Yeah. So it would have 20, 40, 60. Three hits.
Mm.
Yeah. It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah,
only
sweet.
3 hits at 20 each. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 snakes.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean to. That's my. I might be a little rusty. I'm used to the ocean, not used to forests. But I'm usually pretty good at this stuff. But
Well, it's clear now, so I think it'll be fine.
Are you sure?
I think so. They're all gone.
Well,
Right?
you should probably go look.
Hold on, I got this.
you want to take baby boy just in case?
Yeah, sure, why not? Come on, baby boy.
Go on, baby boy.
Sword. Just sort of poke around.
Yeah, poke around a couple of vines.
Yeah.
The vines seem fine. As you're in this, make a perception check for me. Do you have advantage on scent?
Only when I'm shifted, and that's only for a minute.
Okay.
18.
18. You catch a whiff of something or someone familiar.
Snakes are clear.
All right. Great.
Okay.
Like inside or just like on the wind?
Oh, inside.
Oh.
I don't know. Is that a good growl or a bad growl?
Well, at least the snakes are clear and then growl. I would say that's a good growl.
Are they still clear, or did some come back?
It's not a snake. Something else.
What?
All right, where the fuck are you? Come on out. Don't be shy.
Who are you talking to?
Do you want us to come in? Is that what you're saying?
You hear nothing.
Gotta pull out the pistol and just fire up.
Boom! A little hole appears in the tunnel of this timber here, as the hole kind of shatters through.
Jeez, fuck!
You would hear like creatures dispersing. You would see it happen, and so Elpin kind of duck a little bit. Baby boy scarpers away from you.
Sorry, baby boy.
Something in there?
And you would hear footsteps, seem to be four-legged, running away very, very fast.
Are you? Why?
Why'd you fire off your gun?
You would hear the footsteps as well.
Well, there's something running away.
Can I like pop my head out of the hole to see what it might be?
Something running away.
It's a very small hole, but you can kind of be like and tear your way up as you pop your head out. It would be about. Take a look at the foot speed here. It would be about 100 and probably close to 100. 180 feet away now. You would see the rear end of what looks to be some sort of wide-hipped, chubby-ish creature, but its top half seems to be kind of galloping along rather quickly. It has like a shock of hair that comes out and back, like brown, sandy hair that comes out and back. From its rear end, it looks to be maybe a pig or a boar or something.
I'll fucking kill you!
Jesus. What?
Oh, what is he going on about in there?
Just see his head. It's just out.
Periscope out the top of the thing there.
How big is this tree trunk? I'm imagining like a 30-foot.
It's
wide.
the size of this room, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of like gotten up to the top there, you know. At its apex, it's probably
just headbutted his way through.
Yeah, like 8 foot or something. So he's kind of jumped up and pulled himself up there. Yeah.
Did something ran away, Agenar?
Well, yes, I heard some running sounds.
All right, let's go check up on him.
When you run away from a gunshot.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Who else was here?
I mean, he was probably firing at the thing that ran away.
I'm gonna go into the tree trunk.
Excellent. You enter the tree trunk.
Fucking
just
feet are dangling.
They're kind of like pushed up against the side. He's kind of, fucking head stuck in the
Fucking piece of shit.
You got in, but you can't get out now, eh? You need help?
Yes.
Grab his heels on, tug him down.
pull him down.
So fucking dusts himself off, starts walking out.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. God, fucking piece of shit.
So I'm lost, are we? Is this something that normally happens?
Just, I don't know. Are you going to talk about it or what?
As usual with him, but we don't know what's going on.
All right.
Fucking wereball.
Where?
Over there.
The ball?
Yeah.
Dinner?
Well, it was here, now it's there.
You missed, didn't you?
I wasn't shooting at it. It was a warning shot.
So then it worked. You got rid of it.
Yeah, but don't like that it's following me.
I'm a little confused. Aren't we going to see the other werfolk?
Yeah, that's who's in Gheal Village. Surely if there's a wereball, we can kind of say, hey, we're going to your place, right?
Right.
Yeah, maybe shooting at it and saying, I'm going to fucking kill you is probably not the best way to be welcomed into the town, the village.
I don't think it's one of the good ones.
Oh, there are not so good ones.
Yeah, you know all the things that usually hang around in the Howling Ring?
Right.
One of those ones.
What? Well, I mean, shouldn't they be in the Howling Ring?
They might fucking leave. Who knows? There's a fucking giant bird attacking the fucking sacred eel. Who the fuck knows what's happening anymore?
Right.
Y'all seem a little bit on edge. How about we relax, we bed down, I play you a bit of music to settle you down or regale you of a little tale of adventures that I got on, and you guys have a nice rest.
Sure, yeah, that sounds good.
Right, we're sure there's no more snakes.
I didn't see any
And it's
snakes.
getting kind of dark. I think we've got to take our chances with the snakes.
Okay.
Baby boy can be on alert looking for snakes, doesn't like snakes.
I don't know, maybe you could put
Right.
on those goggles we gave you. You can see any snakes that come about.
Oh, that's an idea. I forgot about those.
Just keep them on your head next time.
Right.
Or like
We'll
around
see if
your
I
neck
can
or something.
find
Yeah,
them.
around your neck whenever you need it. Well,
gonna
around your neck is you gotta
Dig
go around
through
the
her
beak, right?
bag and sort of
Fish out the goggles
fish
of
out
night.
things.
She has a little...
That's true.
Get them out.
Excellent, yeah. You get out the goggles of night. If you slip them on, everything comes in a grayscale kind of view, but you can see in darkness. Happen says, you guys want a campfire or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I thought I had something I could do, but I lost all my shit. I forgot. I got books we can read.
If we can just gather some wood, we can start a fire.
Of course, of course.
And I can just, make a bit of light.
Oh, great. Yeah, of course,
little
of course. Well,
Bit of,
I'm honored that you let me
light.
stay with you. Thank you. Thank you. Alpin leans over to you. Did I keep an eye on him?
Yes, just keep an eye out for just everything in general, yeah.
I shan't sleep a wink, sir.
You should probably get some sleep.
Who will keep an eye on our new friend?
We'll have people up and about.
All right.
But in the meantime, we need more sticks.
More sticks?
Yes, but don't throw
Not
them.
the floppy sticks. Sticks.
No, not the floppy ones, not the ones that hiss.
Not the flaccid sticks,
No,
the stiff sticks.
The ones that are, yes.
I shall
Morning
help Force
sticks.
get stiff sticks. Were you going to get sticks, Force? Was that you?
As I'm holding sticks in my hand. Yeah, you can come with me if you want.
I would be honored, sir. And he kind of trots off with Force.
Fantastic. I'm going to, as we go to find sticks, I'm going to try and find the trail with a survival check of the werebear.
Werebore.
We're bored.
Okay, yeah. You head out with Sir Alpin,
Yeah.
trotting along. Says, I've never done so much camping. I mean, even when we were out on the battlefields of Neodract, I did camp a few nights, but...
So you do remember some things.
I do remember flashes of things, yes.
Nice.
The war, I believe I had family, maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't remember my name. Anyhow, I'm here to serve you and my liege.
So when you arrived, did just Sir Elpin come out of your mouth, or did something
Seems
tell you-
right. Seems like the right name, does it
Okay.
not? I don't even know if I'm actually knighted. Oh God, am I an imposter?
No, but how's it spelled? Because one's a knight and one's just like a man.
Well, you see, it changes. Sometimes I look at my character sheet and it's S-E-R, and sometimes it's S-I-R. It's like someone's passive-aggressively changing it on me. As you head on out, you guys
S-I-R
watch as
right now.
Force, and you hear Sir Alpin nattering on. The rest of you hear a fire is started. You guys are able to settle somewhat as the light wanes. Is there anything anyone's doing here before we cut across to Faust?
Do you know that boar? How do you know it's a boar?
Fucking saw it with my eyes.
Fuck is it?
Did you recognize it?
Hard to say it was running away. But I know a few that like to look around these parts that are real pieces of work.
Force. Oh. No, Force. As you step out with Sir Alpin.
16 survival.
16 survival. Okay. With a 16 survival, with Sir Alpin giving you no help at all, you would pick up the... They left in a hurry. They weren't trying to cover their tracks. You would pick up the kind of the hooven feet of this wereboar with almost claws on the front there. And as it moves further and further away, you could follow it for around 100 or so extra feet, and you would see a second set of wereboar tracks follow, meet up with it and follow along with it.
So as I'm chatting with Sir Alpin, do you ever feel the need to just run away, or are you stuck with your boss man?
I feel inextricably linked to my liege, and as long as I'm aiding him, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. This feels like I'm aiding my liege. Jumping into the water fully armored felt like I was helping my liege, but he let me know that it wasn't. So if I can rationally link it back to helping my liege, I'll do anything. I just saw a light go on in Luke's eyes.
Oh, no.
They just open the door.
So, I mean, I don't even know what to ask towards that. If you ever had knowledge of your past, would you go back to it? If you, say, were to find out you had family and children and, you know, a little pet, maybe like a little toucan bird that like alighted on your shoulder and would be like...
What, like Cotton Eye Joe was? Maybe I called him Toucan Sam and he'd sound like this. Well, obviously I can't remember Toucan Sam, so maybe I don't have a toucan.
Oh, I was just trying to jog the memory.
Right.
Maybe you have a groundhog called Groundhog Getty.
If you want to hear Toucan San, you can subscribe to our Patreon.
No, we're not doing a Toucan Sam podcast.
The people want it.
He looks at you and he says, the longer I'm with my liege, the more I get flashes of home. What I assume is home. I'm not sure I was meant to survive this long. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I assume I left my family to fight in the war, giving up good things for a cause, and I suppose I've given up my life back there for another good cause, for aiding you all in whatever you're doing. This return of the old gods, this your ascension into being a god, this saving of Bokt. My purpose is as murky as the lake itself. It's actually quite clean, isn't it?
I was going to say the most clear you've ever been with that murky
Perhaps
passage, but yeah, I guess you're right. It was clear. And as I've noticed, the two paths where I've turned around, we started walking back now.
Excellent.
Picking up sticks. And I'll just ask, if you were a god, what would your main primary tenant be?
If I were God.
And we can cut back to the end.
Sir Alpin says, I would worry what godhood would do to my psyche. I feel like any answer you get now would be altered with the receiving of great power. And we leave Force and
talk to you more.
As they make their way back to camp, we're going to go ahead and leave the episode there.
Ooh. To camp. Right before the marshmallows.
Leader of the Mind Flayer.
Thank you for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. If you like what you heard, give us a like, give us a review, rate us 5 stars. If you want to hear more, follow us on Patreon for more exclusive content and extra goodies. And make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Theater of the Mind Flayer or at mindflayer_pod. Thanks.